Tune up. Let the vibe begin. Overt Radio, spinning hits to win.
Little Mike.
Good morning, Nigerians. Good morning, listeners. Good morning, Lagos. This morning, today, we'll be looking at some news headlines, some major news headlines review on our national dailies on the Punch, the Nation and Vanguard. I'm Ibuku Oshodipe, and I have here Mr. Kenneth. So we'll be looking at some news headlines on our national dailies. Here on the Nation, we have front page on the Nation. We have Mubat open another gales of governors' defection to APC. So we have another one. We have the federal government direct the VCs to enforce no work, no pay rules. And we have the FCCPC to enforce CBN rules for banks to refund failed ATM in 48 hours. We did that yesterday. When we have here Quat Back's First Lady's plan for out of schools children. We'll be talking more about the maps open another gales of governors defection to APC. Yeah, today's okay. Let's read what is under the headline.
Yeah, the main story.
Yes. Yeah. Today's expected defection of Enugu State Governor Peter Mbas to All Progressive Congress (APC) is the beginning of another gales of movement into the ruling party by governors. Muba elected on platform for the People's Democratic Party, the PDP, is moving to the ruling party with House of Assembly member, councillors, chairmen of council and others. His exit from the PDP will be followed by that of Bayelsa State Governor Doye Diri, whose defection it was linked had been finalized. He said he will move into the APC in a matter of days, an official of his government said last night. Another PDP governor of the Northeast has hinted at his movement to the APC. He said he is waiting for the final sorting out of details. One of the governor has aides told the nation last night.
Okay. Thank you, Bukun, for that brief inside of that story. All right. Good morning, Lagos. Today on the front page of the Nation newspaper, the main headline on the Nation newspaper says Mba opens another gale of governors' defection to APC, that is to the ruling or Progressive Congress. It has been in the news since 3 weeks now that Mba is planning to leave the People's Democratic Party PDP to the All Progressive Congress, the APC, as regards the 2027 general elections. I don't know because due to the story that Ibukun read to us now, another governor too, Doye Diri, this although we don't know how true this is. Doye Diri of the governor of Bayelsa State is also planning to defect to the APC. I don't know what this Tinubu's administration is taking Nigerian democracy to. I don't know if this man wants to make sure that APC is the only political party in Nigeria. This is not healthy at all. This is not healthy as regards what these governors are doing. How can a governor? The other day it was this man that defected, the governor of Delta State, Sheriff Oborivori, and his cohort defected from. The governor of Delta State defected from the PDP, to the Progressive Congress. So I don't know the kind of leadership this man is setting in person of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Of course, politicians have the right to remain in their party, and they also have the right to defect to their party. But it makes democracy in this country to be dull. because I don't see why you who have been elected under a particular party, and after 2 years of your reign, you are now cross carpeting to another party. I don't know the kind of political culture these people have. I don't know what is their ideology when it comes to party politics. So it means that, because this move by these governors, it means that these people, they are weak. They can't confront the challenges facing their party, because you can't tell me that because you are in the PDP and all things aren't going well in the party. So does that gives you the freedom? Does that shows that I don't know what leadership, what is their ideology when it comes to party politics? Okay, Mba is moving, and another person too, as she rightly read out, on the front page of the Nation newspaper, is the governor of Bayelsa State, Doye Diri, is also planning a move. So I think Tinubu has worsened democracy in this country since his emergence, since he came into office in May 2023. Like I said earlier, these politicians, they have the right to remain in their party and they have the right to go, but it doesn't make democracy sweet. Unlike in those days when you stick to one party. Unlike in those days, we can have like up to 5 opposition, running for the presidential election. But now, where is the PDP? Where is the Labour Party? Where is the ADC? Who will contest power against Tinubu in 2027? That is the question. Who will contest power against Tinubu in 2027? Do you want APC to take over the whole country? This is not the true essence of democracy. This is not the true essence of party politics. Party politics encourages competition, not what we are seeing here in this country. I believe President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, His Excellency, is not doing what he's supposed to do, as a party man, despite the fact that it is a right of politicians to cross carpet. But the way and manner these politicians, particularly the governors, the way and manner they are going, I don't know. It's a danger. It's a danger, because gradually, Nigeria is gradually becoming a one-party state, despite the fact that the presidency, I think about some weeks ago, said that he does not have the plan to turn the country into a one-party state. Gradually, Nigeria is tilting to a one-party state, and the earlier for Nigerians to recognize, the better for us in this country. That is all I have to say concerning this headline. So we move to the next one. Federal government direct vice chancellors to enforce no work, no pay. Like I said, the federal government came out yesterday. We read that in the news yesterday, Buku. Yes. The federal government came out yesterday. That's in person of the education minister, Dr. Tunji Alausa, said that they have met all ASU's requests. So why is ASU still on strike? That is a big question. If you've met ASU's request, why are they still on strike? Why are they still on strike? Is the minister trying to deceive Nigerians? Is the minister trying to deceive the labor unions? If the minister said yesterday that he came to national TV yesterday, he was interviewed yesterday on Channels Television, he said that all ASU's requests have been met. So why is ASU now going on strike? Why are they still on strike? If truly the minister is saying what is telling us the true situation on ground, why is ASU still on strike? This is the question the federal government need to address. This is the question they need to answer. According to the story here on page 3 on the Nation newspaper, the federal government has directed vice chancellors to strictly implement the no work, no pay policy on striking members of the Academic Staff Union of University, ASU. Lecturers who are members of the Congress of University Academies, CONWA, and the National Association of Medical and Dental Academies, NAMDA, are however exempted from the order for not joining the strike. I think the federal government need to sit down properly with an ASU to iron out every lingering issue that concerns the university education in this country. Enforcing, okay, since you said that, since the federal government claimed that they are not owing, they've met all requests from ASU, why are they still enforcing no work, no pay rule? Why is ASU still on strike? It beats my imagination. All right, so let's take the next story quickly on the front page of to read more of that story, which says federal government direct vice chancellors to enforce no work no pay rule. You can read that on page 3 on the Nation newspaper. And also FCCPC to enforce CBN rules for banks to refund failed ATM transaction in 48 hours. Let's see what that story has for us on page 4 on the Nation newspaper. Page 4. Oh, where is it? Okay, that's it. Okay, the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission (FCCPC) has announced its support for the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) draft guidelines requiring all banks to refund customers money in case of failed automated teller machine ATM transaction within 48 hours. So what this is saying, the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, this is the commission that puts the interest of the consumer at heart. So they are saying that they say they are backing the central bank to make sure that banks refund customers money within 48 hours if there is a failed transaction on the ATM. I think this is a welcome development since the FCCPC is backing the central bank. Let's see how they will be able to make this a reality, because I think that the central bank has become a toothless bulldog. Toothless bulldog.
It's not really easy for people out there.
I've become a toothless bulldog in the side of the banks, because the CBN will issue a particular circular, they will issue a particular statement, and at the end of the day, the banks don't even care. The banks don't care
They're also concerned about it.
Yeah, the banks don't care if customers get their money or not. And when you go to these banks to lay complaint, they will be telling you to wait for 10 working days. So if that is the only money in my bank account, are you now telling me that I should wait for, how do I survive?
For 10 days.
Who will I go to borrow me money? Whereas I made a transaction and
is the economy okay for someone to borrow me money?
So the regulatory agencies need to sit these banks down and make sure that any form of failed transaction, it should be reversed immediately. We shouldn't wait for 48 hours.
Yes.
Because the banks, they have a lot of money to make sure that the needed infrastructure for seamless transaction are put in place. We shouldn't be waiting for 48 hours. Any transaction that a customer carries out, and if that transaction fails, at least it should be done immediately. Money should be refunded. Money should be refunded, immediately without any delay, because this is what is obtainable in other climes. This is what is obtainable in other parts of the world. So the CBN, they need to do a lot of work. They need to put these banks on their toes to make sure that bank customers do not go through this hardship to wait. I can't wait for 48 hours for my money. What rubbish is that? All right. Qatar backs First Lady's plan for out of school children. Let's see page 4. Page 4. Okay. It's coming page 4 on the Nation newspaper. First Lady gets Qatar's foundation green light for Almajiri's out of school children. We are back to this Almajiri again. Remember that during the former president Goodluck Ebele Jonathan had an initiative in building schools for the Almajiri in the northern part of the country. Even I remember vividly. I think this revered Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka was also in support of that Almajiri initiative during the Goodluck Ebele Jonathan administration. But in the end of it, nothing came out from that Almajiri school building. I think that initiative was just to get northern attention. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan's re-election as at that time, but at the end of the day, nothing came out of it. And now again, the First Lady is also pushing for Almajiri's and out of school children's education, and Qatar Foundation is backing that initiative. Let's see. The Qatar Foundation has pledged to support Nigeria's renewed effort to reform the Almajiri and out of school children education system. The foundation's promise followed a meeting between the First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, and the foundation's founder, Highness Sheikha Musa bint Nazar Al Masned in Doha. Doha in Qatar. Mrs. Tinubu, who led the Nigerian delegation, sought the foundation's collaboration to address the challenging of more than 15 million out-of-school children in Nigeria. This is what I have to say concerning this. Nigerians should not be going to Qatar, to seek support from Qatar, because it is the same oil that Nigerians have. That is what Qatar too have in developing their country. Okay, so the most important question is, what is Nigeria doing with their resources? We shouldn't be going to Qatar to seek for money, because it is the same oil that Qatar has. That same oil is what Nigerians have. So I think this is an insult. This is a shame for me. This is an insult for the first lady. You are going to a country that has the same natural resources like you. It is because of the corruption of our leaders that has called for this visit for the first lady. I'm not saying, of course, the first lady has the right to go to anybody to seek support, but foundationally, there's a lot of things that is wrong in this country, because the Qatar that you are running to, that Qatar has gas. Qatar too is an oil producing nation. Nigeria is an oil producing nation. Okay, so why are you still going to somebody who has a farm? You have a farm. You are not going to somebody who has a farm. You have a farm in abundance. You are going to somebody who has a farm in abundance to seek for money. This is just an irony of what our leaders have done to this country. Okay, the first lady has no business in going to Qatar, because Nigeria has a lot of money. If we actually utilize our resources, even Nigeria have more mineral resources than Qatar. Qatar, they are just there, with just that crude oil is what they are using to advance their country. Even so, Qatar is an advanced nation, because they will utilize their resources very well. So I don't see the reason why Nigeria will be going to Qatar to seek for financial support for Almajiri. That Almajiri issue has been on ground since. So now the Almajiri too is coming up. Okay, so let's see what the first lady. I know the first lady has a lot of passion for children education. I remember when I was in primary school, the first time I represented my school. That was when Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu was the first lady of Lagos State. That was when he started his New Era Foundation, and he has a lot of passion for school children. So let's see. We pray that God will assist him in ensuring that our Almajiri's people are brought out of the street back to the classroom. That is that for. You can find that story on page 4 of the Nation newspaper. So we move to another newspaper, the Vanguard. Okay, now the Vanguard main headline today is Nigeria versus Benin Republic. It's a do or die clash. 3 teams, 1 chance. Nigeria's fate on knife edge. That is how the Vanguard, did their headline today. Nigeria's fate on knife edge. That is for the Vanguard. And also Tinubu can mourn as Reverend Umar Okpai passes on at 80. We took that story yesterday of the death of a renowned evangelist, Reverend Umar Okpai. May so rest in peace. Now let's see what the president said concerning the late evangelist. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has expressed grief over the death of Dr. Umar Okpai, describing him as an anointed crusader of the faith filled with fire and eyes for the gospel. Also, Christian Association of Nigeria can express sorrow over the death of Reverend Okpai, describing him as God's general and reflecting on a lifetime of service that touched many within and beyond the church. So that is what the president and the Christian Association of Nigeria had to say as regards the death of the evangelist Umar Okpai, who died yesterday, according to the family's confirmation. He died at the age of 80. May so rest in peace. Now, the business of the day today on the Vanguard is the Super Eagles versus the Cheetah of Benin. See page 6 and 7. Let's see what the Vanguard has to say as regards that. Okay. Okay, today is the day the Super Eagles, the day of reckoning for the Super Eagles, the day of the nation is expected to pray for the day. We are not supposed to be doing this at all, because the Super Eagles had a chance. This will be they've played 8 matches. The Super Eagles have played 8 matches. They've played South Africa, they've played Rwanda, they've played Lesotho, they've played Zimbabwe, and the only point they could garner is just 15 points out of 8 matches. I'm sorry that Nigeria is in this mess, that we'll be praying for South Africa, because if Nigeria does not qualify for the World Cup, according to an estimate, Nigeria will be losing 1.2 billion, because every country that qualifies for the World Cup, there's always money. Okay, by FIFA, money is always given for all the countries that qualify for the World Cup. And now that Nigeria will not be qualifying, because I don't see the magic, I don't see the miracle these boys want to perform, because South Africa will be playing Rwanda, I guess. Yeah, because South Africa will be playing Rwanda, and you can't expect South Africa to lose this game. I don't think so. The Nigerian, because in the table, in the Group C, Benin Republic have 17 points, South Africa has 15 points, Nigeria has 14 points. So I don't know how they will manufacture 17 points, because South Africa will also be playing tonight. So like I said, I am optimistic, though. I'm not praying for the Super Eagles to lose. I'm praying for the Super Eagles to win. But that prayer will not be effective, because these guys, they've not done what they were supposed to do from day one. They're supposed to be winning games, winning all their first round qualification matches, but they didn't win it. They were all just drawing and loses. It just this last game that they showed us seriousness. You can't be serious when you have this kind of game. So if you've not been serious from the day one, how will you be serious when you get to the World Cup? So it shows that the NFF need to do a lot of things in ensuring that every Super Eagles are on their toes. Not this particular, not this caliber of player who does not put the nation, in their hearts. So we just keep our fingers crossed to see how the Super Eagles will turn out, how if God will ring the bell for us to go to the World Cup. Like I said earlier, if the Super Eagles does not go to the World Cup, it will be the second consecutive year FIFA tournament that we didn't go to the World Cup. The last time they were at the World Cup was in Russia 2018, and the preceding the following World Cup, which was in Qatar 2022, they missed it, and now again Nigeria is about to miss it. What a shame for these Eagles. What a shame. Also, let's quickly take this particular one on the mast of the Vanguard, page 15. NNPCL orders hike petrol price to 922 in Lagos, 955 in Abuja. So I thought, because this Pengasson Dangote of a thing is still lingering, we are now seeing the repercussion of just how many days strike, just 2 days strike. Nigerians are still suffering. Okay, just 2 days strike, Nigerians are still suffering. Price of gas, I think I bought gas on Sunday. A kilogram is 1,450 per kg. Which used to be 1,000 or 1,200 or 1,300 or thereabout, because of this Pengassan issue. NNPCL and other petroleum marketers are trying to hike petrol price in Lagos to 922. Price of what Dangote sells to other marketers, I think it should be around or thereabout. So let's see a brief line of that story before we call it a day here on the front page of the newspaper. Page 15. Okay, maybe you can read that to us, Yuko.
Shown that the petrol was dispersed between 900 and 955 per litre. In a phone interview with the public relations officer, Independent Petroleum Marketers Association, they hike to supply and logistic challenges incurred by major marketers in the industry,
Okay.
which include NNPCL and Dangote Refinery.
890 to 955
per litre.
naira per liter. So it's just that it's because of the logistic and problem. So 890 to 55. That's 65 naira. 65 naira was added to the pump price. Okay, so according to the report here, Mr. Chinedu Ukadike, NPCL and Dangote Refinery. Now, next is the current affairs. Next is the current affairs. If you look at your time now, it is 29 minutes gone past the hour of 8 o'clock. So within after this musical break,